Welcome back, my legends, and today I'm going to rank every legend's sexualities.
You know what this is? It's a
guy with cool hat.
Now, I got this idea when it was revealed and then confirmed by one of the writers that Catalyst is trans, which made me realize that nobody has really done like a specific video on that. And so this is going to be the video about what the legends would like to put in their mouth. And we're going to start out with the gay category. Now, in this category, we only have one legend. That'll be Gibraltar. Now, for those of you who don't know, Gibraltar's gay. It's been confirmed since the beginning of the game, literally on his bio. Now, for those of you wondering who his boyfriend is, it's this guy named Nick Gentile, who actually was the guy who created Gibby's heirloom. And so yeah, now you know that Gibby's big gay. Now the next category is called the non-binary group. Now there's only one legend that's here, and that is Bloodhound. Now for those of you who don't know what non-binary means, it means they don't identify as a boy or a girl, and that they just go by they them pronouns or their name. Now some people might say this is stupid. I for one see this as an absolute win, because now there's nothing stopping you from making Bloodhound a boy or a girl, or both if you're into that, because what are the devs going to do? Reveal their gender? And so the next category we're going to talk about is the queer category. Now technically the one legend that fits this is Mirage. Now one of the ex-writers did kind of confirm the Mirage is straight in one of his tweets, although Mirage has had some very sus moments here and there, but overall I guess it just comes to your personal preference. If you want him to question his sexuality, sure. If you just want to make him straight, go ahead, but overall I'll say the Mirage is sus. Now the next category we're going to talk about is the lesbian category. Now there's two legends that go in here, the first one being Valkyrie. Now Valkyrie made it so obvious.
Ignore me, I'm hungry. Don't know what I'm saying. All the ladies on this roster and we get two of him? I'm an apex predator. Just like you, Dad.
I get it. You're a hungry, horny lesbian that's fatherless. And the last legend that goes in here is Bangalore. Now, I don't think technically it's been confirmed that Bangalore is lesbian, but even before the whole Loba lore, love triangle thing started, it was just very obvious what her sexual preference was. And so the next category we're going to talk about are the asexuals. Now, the asexuals are kind of different. They're not really attracted to any specific gender. Basically, there's three legends here that fit the bill. One of them will be Octane. Now, I know that sounds very weird, but Octane did technically go on a date with like this person named Yoko, and he had no idea what to do. Personally, I think he just doesn't care. He just cares about his hobbies and doing extreme stuff. And the next person we have here is Revenant. For obvious reasons, Revenant doesn't like anybody. For him, the only good skin suit is a dead one. And so the next legend we have here is Vantage. Now, the reason why Vantage is here, because I seriously doubt her mom Xenia taught her anything about the concept of love or liking people. For her, it was more important to teach her daughter how to survive in the wild. And so yeah, Vantage is basically here because she's clueless. And so the next category is going to be a bit controversial. We're going to talk about the straights. Now in this category, we're going to start out with the first two legends that I know for a fact are straight, are Caustic and Crypto. Now the reason I know this is because Tom, the ex-writer, kind of confirmed on their tweet that yeah, Caustic and Crypto are canonly straight, because they kind of want Watson and Crypto to be a thing. It's the reason I also have Watson in the straight category. I mean, these two have been literally been built up since the Broken Ghost quest. Now the next person on this list is going to be Rafe. Now it's not been confirmed, but it's been hinted at by the writers that Rafe and Mirage are going to be a thing, just like Crypto and Watson. I mean, in the comics, Mirage kind of admitted to himself that he likes Rafe, and for some reason Rafe has put up with all like Mirage's shenanigans, where Rafe kind of admitted this in the text comics, where she said that Mirage has always showed up for her. And so yeah, Rafe is straight. And so the next person we're going to talk about is Lifeline. Now the reason why I'm saying Lifeline is straight is because Lifeline was shown in this cinematic to want to be in this relationship with like this doctor guy. And so what happened is that this doctor guy said that it will never work out because he figured out that Lifeline was part of the Shea family, which are war profiteers, and they don't deserve second chances. And so we seen that Lifeline likes guys, and so other than that, the only category I can put her in is straight. Now the next person we're going to talk about is Horizon. Now Horizon is straight because she had Newton, which means she had a partner in life but something happened to him. I seen some people make these conspiracy theories that, oh, Newton is actually a clone of Horizon because she didn't have time to be in a relationship, but she still wanted a kid, which is the reason she never mentions her husband and why there's no record of him. I personally feel like it's one of those things where the writers really didn't think that far ahead. And so maybe in the future they could say this is true, and I guess I'll just move her to the asexual list. Now the next person on this list is Maggie. Now Maggie is straight, but she's a straight up simp. I have never seen somebody go so far just for one person. Now I would want you to think about this. Maggie basically committed terrorism in order to try to bring back Fuse to her side. And so yeah, Maggie's a straight up crazy person. And so the last person on this tier list is Newcastle. Now he has a wife and kids, and so obviously he's straight. But fun fact, in the Overtime comic, originally Newcastle was supposed to be transgender, but apparently that was too much for trans people to handle fighting with their family. And so yeah, the writers chose feelings over good storytelling. And so the next category we're going to talk about are the pansexuals. Now there's two legends in here, and for those of you wondering what's a pansexual, it basically means they're down with anybody. The two legends that go in here are Fuse and Seer. Now originally Fuse was supposed to be straight, but they decided to change it to be a pansexual because it fits more of his character, where he's more of a go with the flow type of guy. I think it makes sense. And Seer, well, Seer's just, you know, Seer. I mean, it makes sense. And so the next category we're going to talk about are the bisexuals. Now there's only one legend in here, and that is Lova. Now it makes sense why Lova will be bi, because as a thief she kind of has to charm both boys and girls and whatever you identify as, so it makes sense why she's probably an expert at getting people to do what she wants. And so the next category we're going to talk about, well, there's two legends here, Pathfinder and Ash. You see, Pathfinder considered Ash his girlfriend, and the illustrations did not do a good job at explaining they were just friends. And so what happened is that they accidentally made it where Pathfinder dated one of his creators, which means he dated his mom. And so because of that reason, Ash and Pathfinder go on the incest tier list. I'm so happy Respawn is trying to represent everybody, including the people in Alabama. And so the last category we're going to talk about is the trans category. And so this is where Catalyst is going to go. They were a boy that transitioned to a girl, and now they're a transgender woman. Now some of you probably noticed that I haven't put Rampart anywhere in this list. Well, that's because Rampart's very special, and I don't think the writers have the balls to pull off what I think they're going to do with Rampart. And so until then, my legends, let me know what you think of this list, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.